I mean, sort of branching off from that as well, Samit, I believe you have some news about a new development which has happened midway through the tournament, especially for India versus Pakistan.
So legendary, administrator Jay Shah, he has made another move that has caused some controversy right here. Okay, so for the India-Pak match happening, there is a reserve day the next day.
They haven't had a reserve day for any of the matches so far.
This is a Super 4 stage, by the way, and there's no one else has a reserve day for any other match, but India-Pakistan has one, and it's got everyone upset.
So, of course, there's the final, which has the reserve day normally.
Yeah.
But they've added the reserve day for the India versus Pakistan. Of course, everyone would be upset. Like the other two teams, is it 2 teams?
3, yeah.
3 that are left. Like they would be upset. Like, what if they get rained out, right?
Well, actually, I was reading that Quick Info article, and one thing came up. Initially, I was like, whatever, man. It's India-Pak. It's a big clash. I guess the broadcasters maybe requested it. It's massive, a lot of numbers, for that game. But what was interesting was the Sri Lankan coach. I forgot his name, but he said, look, that's something new that's never really happened mid-tournament to say that there's a reserve day randomly. But it's just like he's saying it's unfair because what if, for example, like they get points? Chris Silverwood is his name. What if Chris Silverwood said, what if India or Pakistan gets points on that day and then their games get rained out, right? It's not right in that it's not ethically right because then every game should get that reserve day to get that chance, which is an interesting thing to bring up, right?
Yeah, exactly. So now, I mean, we sort of know now what that dinner in Pakistan where the BCCI members.
We'll get on to that. We'll get on to that.
It was to sort of discuss, hey, we should have a reserve day.
Yeah.
It is unfair. Look, I think it is unfair. If they're going to have reserve days, they should have reserve days for all the games in the Super Fours, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's sending a wrong message that because India does control a lot of that ACC, the Asian Cricket Council, with Jay Shah as the president. But, I mean, this is giving unfair advantage to India, and I don't know. I'm not really for that. And Pakistan, I guess. And I'm not really for that. I understand it's a big clash, but you want the sanctity of the tournament to be really, proper. You don't want it to be some teams have some sort of advantage, some other teams don't. It just creates a headache. But
it's interesting though, Samit. It does create that sort of unfair sort of inequality, but we'll just for a second here we'll just bring up the weather for the rest of the week anyway, regardless of the reserve day.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're complaining about. It's going to be 100%. It's 100% chance of rain for the next 7 days in Colombo. So I don't even think there's going to be a final that's going to be played.
Yeah.
I think this is it, really. The match tonight, I heard, is
the last.
And we're just going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be India-Australia for us here.
But hold on, is the final in Colombo or is it in Lahore?
It's in Colombo. Yes.
Oh,
yeah. I think the Pakistan leg of this is, I think one of the matches is in Pakistan for the Super 4, and then it's just the rest is going to be in Colombo. But yeah, it's rained out for the rest of it. So I don't know, what are we grasping at here? Like it's kind of ridiculous at the end of the day. I mean, whether India has a reserve day or not, it doesn't even matter anymore because they're not gonna be playing on that reserve day as well. But we'll move on, I guess. So we'll move on to